Let's look at Learning Unit 21.1 Practice Quiz. In number 1, from the following Texaco quotation, let's explain what these letters mean. The A would represent for Texaco the highest price traded in the last 52 weeks. In B, it would be the lowest price traded in the last 52 weeks. The name of the corporation is Texaco with the symbol TX. It pays a dividend per share of $1.80. The yield for the year is 2.5%, and we'll talk about how these arrived at in a second. The Texaco stock sells at 14 times its earnings per share. And again, we'll talk about earnings per share. The sales volume for the day is 1,302,000 shares. That represents the number of buyers and sellers that trade in one day in terms of stock shares. The last price for the closing price of the day is $72.25. The stock in I is up 46 cents from the closing price. I just want to let you know also, years ago, stocks were traded in fractions, but now they're traded in decimals. Now, let's look for B to estimate the company's earnings per share. To estimate the company's earnings per share, you take the $72.25 and you divide that by the PE, which is 14 times, or in other words, the company is earning $5.16 per share. Keep in mind the $72.25 is the closing price for the day for Texaco. In letter C, we want to show how the yield percent is calculated. So we take the dividend per share, which is $1.80, over the closing price of the stock, which is $72.25, top divided by bottom, and we're talking about, in this case, a 2.5% return. In number 2, given 30,000 shares of preferred stock at 70 cents a share, 200,000 shares are common. We're talking about no dividend in 2014, and in 2015 there was a dividend of 109,000. We want to figure out who gets what. So for preferred, originally that was in arrears was 30,000 shares at 70 cents is 21,000. That was arrears in 2014. In 2015, they paid another dividend of 21,000. So totally, preferred is owed for both years, 42,000. Common is entitled to what? If the total payout was 109,000 and 42,000 goes to preferred, then common would share in the rest, which is $67,000.